All right. Welcome back to The Struggle with Candice Thompson. I am Candice Thompson. Hello, everyone, to my loyal listeners and watchers. Thank you for coming back. To my new people, The Struggle is a podcast where I have my friends come on, and we normally would talk about things we're struggling with, but since life is all a struggle, I'm looking at my shirt, which is the most of the struggle right now. Look how wrinkled. What a lazy piece of shit. I can't even wrinkle for you guys, or to get the wrinkles out for you guys. But anyway, so we try not to talk about too heavy of stuff anymore. I just want to keep it light. So I have my comic friends come on and we just laugh about topical things just to uplift. So if you have not subscribed to The Struggle, make sure you do that. We're on all podcast platforms. I'm also posting now on my personal YouTube page if you want to subscribe there and watch. Rate and review us on iTunes. And if you have not told someone about The Struggle and you are enjoying this regularly, pay it forward and tell somebody. You can find me on social media at Jokes by Candice. And now I'm going to introduce my hilarious co-host, Mal Hall.
Hey, everybody, I'm back.
I love your enthusiasm.
You're currently riding shotgun in my studio, aka my car. You can find me on social media, pretending to be happy at Mal Hall, and on YouTube at Mal Hall TV. That's pretty much it.
I feel like also really quickly for new people, you have to tell them why you're in your car. So just really quickly, Why are you in your car, Mal?
Oh, because we're in a pandemic, and me and my fiance are trying to save money for a house, so we moved in with my mom for a few months. And my mom lives in the country where the internet is sparse, so I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of some business, leeching off of their Wi-Fi like a like an upstanding citizen.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to introduce our guest for the day, and I'm super happy to have him. He's so fucking funny. Here is the hilarious Rob Haze.
What's good, people?
Hey.
Man, what's that hanging in the back?
Oh, that's my outfit for my show that I'm doing in a parking lot tonight.
Okay. All right. We're not good enough for the outfit. Okay, but the people later, they get the shit. All right.
Rob, that's called a jacket. The show is in a parking lot at night tonight, and it's currently 98 degrees in the car. So,
hey man, what a great.
I'm gonna try to not pull a Martin Lawrence and sweat myself to death.
Oh, I was gonna say you're gonna die. You don't have a show tonight. You're gonna die on the podcast today.
How to Mal die?
Yeah, you got. Do you have a window rolled down?
No, I have AC.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Whoa.
Sorry, Richie Rich. You know.
2 outfits and AC. Falling.
Rob, where can everybody find you on social media?
They can find me on Instagram at Rob Haze, on Twitter at Robert is the man. RobHaze.com is my website. Also, if you search me on Google, you'll find stuff.
You'll find stuff.
Yeah. I haven't been arrested, so you're not gonna find that. But like, if you want to find like clips or like stuff that I don't own, go to Google.
You also know that Rob spells his last name Haze. So if you look for him on Instagram with the formal spelling, the slave version, you're not gonna find him. Haze. I will say your Post-it game is on point.
Oh yeah. This is a flex. It's like grocery lists and stuff. Don't worry about that. It just looks like I'm working hard. Like people like, well, dang, you got a lot of stuff up there. Like, yeah, I sure do, don't I?
It does kind of look like you're mapping out like jokes or like like a storyboard for like if you're writing a plot for a feature film. But those are really just errands and like groceries you need.
I mean, I'm trying to like do a little outline thingy, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. Like, do I really need to put it on the wall? Like, does that make it different? But I feel official. I feel like once it goes on the wall, That's a step, you know.
Big step.
Yeah, like it could be in the notes for a while, but you know, once you get from the notes to the wall, it's something else.
I'm just gonna zoom in on it, and it just says peas and carrots, peas and carrots. Rob, I'm so happy you're here. Oh, really quickly, I wanted to tell you guys something silly that happened. I want to get your reactions and how I should have handled the situation. So I was walking down the street the other day with my white friend. I only have one. With my white friend, we were just walking to Sprouts, and this black dude is walking on the same side of the sidewalk as us. He's coming this way, we're coming this way. And he's wearing a face mask. I don't think we had ours on. We had them in our hands because, you know, you need them to get in the grocery store, but we were outside. We were like, whatever. So we're coming closer to one another. And I was like, do you want to, talking to my friend, I was like, do you want to step into the street so we can, you know, social distance. So we get into the street, like, but not like, it was like about a 6-foot gap between us and him, right? He passes us, he goes, you know, Black Lives Matter. You don't have to cross the street for a black man anymore.
He had a mask on?
He had a mask on, but blamed racism. Also, Brando was like my friend. She was like, she's black! Oh, and then I was like, and it's COVID, motherfucker! You are wearing a mask. You know what's going on, and yet you still then jump to conclusions about people?
You should have Sidney Castillo cadenced him as you walk by and just said, nigga, relax, and keep walking.
Why didn't y'all put y'all mask on?
Because I don't like, who likes wearing masks? We were outside, and so.
Well, I'm saying, you seeing somebody coming.
Yeah.
And then instead of putting your mask on, you get in the street.
Well,
I might have said the same thing. It might have been a little smoother, but I would have said the same thing.
We didn't like go.
It would have been like, you know, Black Lives Matter, but it would have been.
You're like, I would rather take the chance of getting hit by a car than be next to this black man. Yeah.
Also, Rob, they were clutching their purses like this.
That is right. I had pearls. I had pearls on, and I was like.
It keeps happening to me. I'll be going for a jog, and people will be like clutching their purse. Like, I'm like, yo, I got on like jogging clothes. Like, I look like I'm exercising, water bottle in my hand. I'm not purse snatching.
I'm wearing the mannequin. You know how much this costs?
No, the gym is closed. If the gym was open, I wouldn't be out here.
Yeah, to me, crossing the street for a black person because you're scared is such like a 90s reaction. Like, do people still do that? Like the fact that he thought that, and I don't know because I'm a woman, so no one crosses the street when they see me. But do you guys have that experience where people cross the street to get away? Well, it's hard to tell now because of the pandemic, but.
In the past, in the last couple of years, for sure, walking around. Even when I lived in my neighborhood in LA, and I would walk around that neighborhood, people would cross the street.
Well, with that mustache.
Cross the street.
They
lock their doors in their car. You hear doors locking.
That's so silly to me that people are still doing that. They pretend
to be on the phone. I've had that where it's like, she ain't talking to nobody.
And what's that gonna do? Even if they were on the phone, they could still, I could steal your phone.
I've had that a lot of times where people like, they panic and they're like, just stay on the phone with me so that, you know, like, I'm like, dang. Yeah.
True story, Candice. When I lived in that apartment, Rob, I used to live in an apartment and Whole Foods and Trader Joe's were half a block from my house. And so I would never,
right now.
Yeah. So I would always do my grocery shopping late because Whole Foods is in a popular area, so it was always packed. So I would go late at night, like right before they close. I'm walking home one night, 2 bags from Whole Foods, right? Kale coming out the top like money. Like I got money. I'm holding 2 bags, and this white girl is walking her dog ahead of me, and I'm a fast walker. So I see her from the end of the block, and I know I'm going to catch her and pass her. As I get up to her, this bitch steps into the street and says, taxi. There's no fucking cars on the street. There's no taxi to be hailed.
Wow.
And I was like, yo.
In LA.
In LA.
In LA.
There's in LA, you always gotta catch a cab.
Yeah.
There's never taxis here.
I almost laughed out loud.
You should have.
Like, but I was so just like, that
was
racist. That was racist.
Yeah, that's the thing when something, and I think it was Chappelle. I think he had a joke where it was like he used it on in his sketch show. He was talking about like, has anything ever happened to you that's been so racist that you can't even react to it because you're like you're just kind of impressed by it. Like how that you mustered up some racism that I didn't even know existed anymore. Like wow.
Clearly, man, you had already attacked one person, stole their groceries. You know what I'm saying? That's clear, you know. I'm a fast walker. You looking suspicious.
She thought that the kale was just a cover-up for just the 7 guns underneath it. Yeah. You just put kale coming out the top.
I know he didn't pick out that kale. That's somebody else's kale.
They were just empty bags with just leaves of kale stapled to the top so they look like it was holding something.
Oh, silly. Because here's the thing also with that is that neither one of you two looks like even the slightest bit threatening, like at all.
Right.
Ooh, shots fired. Okay. All right. Bet.
What I'm saying is that I believe I could whoop both of your asses.
Wow. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Man.
My mustache would like to say, relax.
My mustache is saying, wow, right now. No, you guys have like kind faces. Like, and you just look like nice people. Like, and I understand that like there are probably some men that have more like aggressive type faces that are really nice guys too, which is why going off appearances sucks. But at the same time, y'all just look like nice dudes who, yeah.
When I'm jogging, I probably don't look like a nice dude. I probably look like I'm going through a lot. So, you know what I'm saying?
In that racist defense.
It's not like walking down the street. Like if I'm jogging, then it's like, you know, I look like, all right, this guy's got some pain in his life. You know what I mean? And I listen to DMX when I jog. So that
What?
This guy is literally running from his past right now.
Hey, man. Slipping and falling, you know?
Oh, shoot.
That was delightful. Yeah. Now, let's talk about some stuff. Nothing that first of all, I have to apologize because nothing happened this week. Like I was looking for like stories to talk about, and there was absolutely nothing. I was hoping something ridiculous would have happened like this morning that I could have used, but like it's like no, we're scraping. So they're talking about not having Halloween this year, and which I figured, and I think LA is like saying now that maybe they're entertaining the idea of letting kids trick or treat, but somehow maybe like in cars and stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, let's just cancel it. It's not.
It's not that important, Candice. Is that what you're trying to say?
It is it? Can't we just? Is it? Can we just go get candy at the store and eat it at home? Does it taste better if I go get it from a stranger?
We've had enough notice. Like it'd be one thing if like the quarantine started October 15th and it's like, nah, kids been planning, they picked out their costumes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ready. Next year I'm gonna be so-and-so. They saved up, you know, they made something. Like, no, we got plenty of time to be like, nope, not this year, you know. And actually, if you want to wear a costume, you can wear it any day. You can wear a costume to school. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Because school is AKA your living room anyway. So just put that shit on and go downstairs.
If you want to be Captain America from the neck down, nobody can say anything. What they gonna do? Bully you in the chat?
I mean, Halloween's not is probably my least favorite holiday anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, but just on a intelligence level, as far as the spread is concerned, you want people bringing it to your house? Like,
yeah. Especially like gross kids. Like kids are disgusting.
Kids on the high end of trick-or-treating are the super spreaders that have no symptoms according to the the medical people anyways. So they're just gonna, oh, I'm a princess, aka I can hear some COVID. Ooh, king size.
Right.
Your parents can check the candy for COVID though, right?
With like a UV light.
I'm
like
saying they check for razor blades. They can't check for COVID.
They might as well have the devices to check for viruses as well. So stupid. That is the new.
Knocking on my door. I'm strapped. I'm checking your temperature immediately.
Was there ever really
temperature checks for the trick or treating? Go up to the door. Who are you? Iron Man. Okay. Stay the fuck outside. Who are you?
He's like, I'm Iron Man. I can't catch coronavirus. If Iron Man gets coronavirus, we're all dead.
Anyone else check the temperature sideways?
I didn't notice.
Only black men.
With a non-threatening smile, Rob's like, I need to check your temperature.
Wait, were there ever really razor blades in candy, or was that just a myth, an urban legend to scare children?
I believe that was a real thing in the 70s.
You believe it, but that doesn't mean it was real.
Yeah, no, I know it was before my time. Like, I know, like, when I was, like, the genie from Aladdin, there was nobody that would, like, razor blades or anything, you know, in their candy, but...
Wait, did you really dress up like the genie from Aladdin?
Of course.
Why is that of course?
Of course. Aladdin was a hit, first of all. Yeah. I don't even regret that costume. Yeah. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Head went in, like, the genie's mouth mask, you know what I'm saying? Head went in that. Yeah. Blue, come on, man.
It was a mascot. It was a mascot mask is what it was.
I did it before Will Smith.
Did you watch the Will Smith version?
I did.
How did you feel? What were your feelings?
I don't like any of these live action Disney movies. They've all been disappointing. First of all, I don't know if Disney knows how much we watch those tapes, like how much we are invested in the original cartoon. The tapes came in plastic, so if you dropped it, you wasn't gonna break it. So them tapes lasted a long time. You know what I'm saying? Other tapes come in cardboard. You drop it, it's not the same quality. No tracking on a Disney cartoon, you know what I mean? So, like, we know these movies. Yeah. So for you to do The Lion King and The Lions Can't Emote, for you to do Beauty and the Beast, and
thank you.
And why are these movies longer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. You making the same movie again, why is it not taking the same amount of time?
The same amount of time.
Take the same script and just do it with people.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Why are there new lines for Aladdin? Use the same shit.
Use the same. It's not gonna be better. It's never gonna, no matter what you do. I don't know why it's just the laziness of Hollywood. And you know how these execs can't think. They don't want to take a chance on something. They'd rather say, oh, this worked, let's do it again, or let's do a similar version to it, and it must work. It's like, that was just like lightning in a bottle. You cannot recreate that. Like, you had that moment, let's move on. If anything, maybe try like a sequel, which then will be more forgiving because most sequels suck anyway, and our expectations will be lower, but don't do the same exact shit over again.
Yeah.
My favorite song in The Lion King is Be Prepared.
Oh, it's so evil.
And Be Prepared was like 2 seconds in the live action. Like, Scar just like stepped on a puddle, was like, be prepared, and walked off. I was like, yo, what about the hyenas in the line? They're not gonna salute or nothing, man. Come on.
And was he talking about be prepared to step in a puddle? Was he talking about like wearing rain boots or something like that? That's what the preparation was for.
It's gonna rain tomorrow. Be prepared.
Be prepared, little ones. Who played Scar in the live remake?
Somebody British.
I'll look it up.
Was it Jeremy Irons? It couldn't have been. He played him in the first one, so I don't think they would have used him again. But Mal has become the fact checker, as if he doesn't have enough to juggle in his car. He's got dry cleaning in the back. He's trying not to die from the heat exhaustion.
He's doing it.
He is doing it. No,
Mal is. I have a computer right here. I could have looked it up.
I could have too. I have my phone right here.
Sitwell
That's fine. We don't need to know.
Y'all seen the Mary Poppins?
No, Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, Chiwetel Ejiofor. That's what it says.
Your pronunciation of that is hilarious.
Yeah.
But he's black. He's
don't
black
play
and
it back.
British. Or no, is he? He's British, right? Chiwetel? I don't know, but he's black.
He looks British.
I support that. Anyway, what did you say, Rob?
Did y'all see the Mary Poppins where they couldn't use the Mary Poppins music? So they had to make little similar songs?
Yep. I watched the one with Emily Blunt, right? That's the one. That was one of the most boring things I've ever sat through in my entire life. And I was excited for that one too.
And it's not Disney. Like, I know Disney can do it. I love Enchanted.
Yes, with
Enchanted
Amy
was
Adams.
fire. It was new movie. You know what I'm saying? New story. It was fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all made them little Saturday movies, little movies on Disney Channel. I used to watch all of those. You know what I'm saying? It's not like y'all just bad with people.
You're like, I know you can do it. You have the capability. You've done it.
High School Musical. Come on.
Yeah,
Put your head in the game. Like, come on.
I never knew Rob had so much Disney passion. I like this.
Hey, man. When it comes to stuff that was in that tube when I was younger, all about it. All about it.
We all did. You didn't get excited for Disney stuff, Mel?
No, I had an aunt that would take us to see all the Disney movies in the theater.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't have all the tapes though.
Oh.
Some of them I would see again, like if I went to my aunt's house that had money, we would, can we watch fill in the blank, whatever, Aladdin, whatever movie it was.
Yeah.
And then, but we didn't have them on hand at home.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was a huge, especially, I love the soundtrack. I was just listening to the Mulan soundtrack earlier. I haven't watched the Mulan one yet, but I hear it's disappointing.
Come on, man, no Mushu? You want $30 and no Mushu?
No motherfucking Mushu. You're right. I don't even think I will enter. But I'm curious though. I am probably gonna still watch it. I was gonna say right there.
Let me stop for somebody at Disney hit me up and be like, "This is the third podcast you came on. You're not watching Mulan. What's up?" Now we're gonna make a man out of you. All right.
Which one is your favorite Disney movie of all?
Favorite Disney movie?
Mine was Lion King, hands down.
I rock with the Little Mermaid.
I mean, that was a good one.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're all good.
I mean, just misogyny in its finest. You know what I mean? It's like a Future album. You know what I mean? Like, hey, give your voice up. You want a man? Stop talking. Get you some legs.
Pinocchio is Disney, right?
Yes.
I remember enjoying Pinocchio and Aladdin a lot. I really like Aladdin.
Aladdin's fantastic as well. Yeah.
Just because Robin Williams was so on point, it was just like
brilliant, which is how I don't know how they made the leap from him to Will Smith. Like, he wouldn't have even been in my top 5 people to cast as a genie. Like, it just didn't fit to me. Like, you take an action star, it just didn't make sense to me. But
I mean, Will Smith is charming.
Of course.
I didn't think he did the worst job.
It was a little bit of a genie, if you think about it.
Will Smith is a little bit of a genie.
Kevin Smith's dreams come true.
Yeah.
Kevin James.
Yeah.
So I could see that.
Oh, he was also a magical Negro in Bagger Vance.
He was also a magical Negro in I Am Legend.
That's not a magical Negro.
He was a superhero. That's kind of magic.
That's not damn it, Mal. That is not what a magical Negro is. A magical Negro is there to have powers to save a white person. All right. And
they're usually old.
They're usually old. Yeah. Yeah. Mal just thought a magical Negro was a Negro with magic powers. No, it's like what's another example? Oh, in the
Morgan Freeman in most movies.
In most movies, in literally every movie, especially Shawshank Redemption. Yeah. But like The Help was a good one with Octavia Spencer. She was a magical Negro. Yeah.
Bruce Almighty too. He was a magical Negro in that.
He was God, but they made God a magical Negro.
Yeah.
Who was
the
he?
Oracle.
Oh.
The Oracle.
Oh, yes. Yes. I forgot about that. Yes. Yeah. He is in every movie. Except Lean on Me. He wasn't in Lean on Me.
No, he wasn't magical. He was just about his business.
He was kind of one in Seven, too. He was there with Brad Pitt, kind of like helping him and his wife. But anyway. Before we move on. There's two more things I wanted to ask about Halloween. I love Halloween. I do love it. I don't know why I get so excited about it, because I don't ever do anything for it. I don't dress up. I just like the feel of fall. There's something about fall that gets me excited. And also, I never hand out. I always like, even if I'm home, I like turn out the lights so kids don't come to my place.
Dang, Scrooge. Shit.
But you know what's funny is that I think I would have done it. I would have handed out candy this year. I think this would have been the year that I would be like, you know what? Yeah, if I hadn't had a show or something at night, I would have been like, you know what? I think, no? Okay. What, I wanted to talk about because you said you did not regret your Aladdin genie costume. What were the costumes that you did regret? And Mal, if you have any, I would like you to go next.
Okay, some years I would decide to be celebrities or people who I knew I had stuff that I could do, right? So one year I was like, oh, I'm gonna be Jim Brown. Cause my parents bought me this like kente cloth, like kufi, like so that they were like cultural programs or something. They didn't want to buy a whole dashiki I would grow out of, so they just gave me that hat. Like, all right, well, wear this hat on the on those special days. So then I was like, yo, that's like the hat Jim Brown wears. I'll be Jim Brown for Halloween. So I had watched like Slaughter. I watched a bunch of like blaxploitation movies. Jim Brown's doing martial arts, so I wore my karate gi and I wore my like little kufi, and I was Jim Brown. And of course, no other kid knew who I was.
No,
nobody.
Clearly, this dude know how to fight because he got a karate gi, you know. And the parents was like, man, that was creative. Mom
to me, that's brilliant.
I ain't spend no money. You know?
That's why I love costumes like that, because it forces you to get creative. If you didn't have the money to go buy one of those, factory costumes from the store that everyone else is going to be wearing, it forces you. But that's hilarious. And I just want to know how many white people watching this are going to look up kufi. They have no idea what that is.
Hilarious.
Mal, did you have a?
We never purchased costumes growing up, and even into adult life, since I didn't enjoy Halloween. I didn't enjoy Halloween specifically because we didn't grow up doing it, and so I just didn't get the magic. It's like Goonies. I didn't watch that till I was mid-20s. I didn't get the magic of the movie. So I went as Obama like 3 years in a row. I did Tiger Woods. Like 3 times. Just whatever I had in the house. I'll wear that. Oh. The last year, I did the most effort. I made a T-shirt that said "Life," and then I walked around with a bowl of lemons. That was my favorite costume of all time, because like only 3 people got it.
How could you not get that?
People are stupid, Candice.
I do know that. Yes. Are you about to say something, Rob?
Yeah. Do y'all believe in colorblind costumes? Because one year I was Jim from The Office. Like I had my like sleeves rolled up.
Yeah.
And people like, who are you? I'm like, I'm Jim. And they're like, nah, you stressed out Obama. You not Jim.
My nephew dressed up as Dwight Schrute one year. He had on a mustard colored short sleeve button down with a brown tie. Yeah.
So yes, we do believe in colorblind costumes.
For sure. I'm here for all of it. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't regret any of my costumes as a kid growing up. I haven't really dressed up as anything as an adult. I think I dressed up as Wonder Woman one year, maybe like 12 years ago. But as a kid, I dressed up as boys a lot. I was a tomboy, which I hear we're not allowed to say that term anymore. Did you guys know that? Like tomboy is now under the list of, yep.
Okay.
So what do you say now, Thomas Mann?
I need you to get out. I've never ejected somebody from my podcast before. This is a struggle first.
It's more, all right. Thomas Woman.
Thomas Woman. Yeah, no, because we're moving towards a genderless society. So any reference to like a girl behaving like a boy, it's like, because behaviors don't have genders. And it's like, I don't care. Who cares?
But bitch, do you know what I mean when I say tomboy?
You know what? And
I know what you mean. Then that's all it fucking means.
That's all it means. But also, like, give me a replacement. Like, what am I supposed to say now that I can't say that? Because what was that?
What do kids call other kids that perform in a
I was a lesbian
non-conventional?
growing up.
We don't have a name for it, but you know what you are, girl.
You know what the fuck you did. Oh, and my last okay, so before we move on from Halloween stuff, okay, everyone who listens to this podcast, I've been complaining about pumpkins since the beginning of time. Even on my previous podcasts that I've had, like, I'm not a pumpkin person. I don't understand the allure. To me, visually, they're fine. Like, to celebrate like Thanksgiving and fall, I do like the aesthetic of pumpkins. But on my plate, to eat, Mal, we even had a contest. Like, I'm not a pumpkin pie person. I would like to know if you guys, I know Mal, but still I want you to tell. But Rob, do you have an aversion to pumpkin like I do, or are you okay with pumpkins as a whole?
I really don't think about pumpkin. I really don't.
Is it just me?
If it's around, pumpkin pie is around, that's cool. I'm not in a rush to put it on my plate, but I'm not like, get it away from me, But yeah, I have a like pretty cool relationship with pumpkins. Like, I don't they don't bother me. I don't really carve jack-o'-lanterns, but I would like once or twice till I like got good at it, and then I'd probably be done. Like, I imagine the first one wouldn't be good, and then that would cause me to want to do it again. And then, once I got good at it, I'd be like, all right, well,
time to enter a contest.
Yeah, time to leave.
Look, I actually see that on one of your Post-its back there. It says, learn how to carve pumpkins.
Oh, yeah. That's all the orange ones is pumpkin or sweet potato related.
And that's why, like, to me, I don't fuck with pumpkins food-wise, because to me, the much better alternative is the sweet potato. Like, I'm just going to go to the sweet potato. Pumpkins don't even cross my mind. It's because that exists. Why would I do the lesser? Now, you...
I enjoy pumpkin pie in the fall time of year. I do not enjoy pumpkin spice everything else. Give me the pie. A pumpkin soup is actually nice too. I'll do a pumpkin soup throw some nutmeg and cinnamon in there. It's like a spice, a fall spiced pumpkin soup.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not one of these, white people that's out here pumpkin spice and everything. I'm not getting the pumpkin spice at Trader Joe's. I'm not, none of that. Chill out.
Yeah, no, but I also, like, I'm still waiting for Starbucks and Coffee Bean and Tea to come out with a sweet potato latte in the fall. Where that at? I feel like during Black Lives Matter, thank you. I feel like right now, since we're amplifying blackness, we should venture into the sweet potato latte game.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start a petition on change.org.
We want to fight against suppressing voting rights, and we want sweet potato seasoning around the time of the fall.
Like
sweet potato spice.
Like, these are your list of demands? What about reform?
I want to say in no particular order. Sweet potato spice, police reform.
That's how they do it, though. They do the trivial stuff first. They do the pancake box first. They're gonna get the pump. We'll get the sweet potato spice before we get any real change.
They got rid of Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima
immediately.
In one fell swoop.
Like somebody got outvoted. And this is not a unanimous decision. It doesn't matter. Okay.
I'm sorry, Rob. You make me laugh so much because I can't tell if it's like, no, I can tell, but it's like you're in character all the time. You're like in this character, but it's just you. It's just the way you speak. It just makes me laugh.
Calling me fake.
No.
You're just fake. You know what I'm saying? All the time. You just never real.
Rob
you
like,
are real.
Rob is like Ian Edwards.
Yes, it's like.
Wow, what a compliment.
It is. It's great though. You just have this delivery where it's like everything you say is just fucking funny, and it's just who you are. But it feels like it is a character because it is like so funny, but it's just you. So yeah, I wanted to say
Don't get a pumpkin head about it.
Oh man. Okay. Oh, so let's talk about
first topic. 40 minutes into the podcast.
No, the Halloween was the first topic, you jackass. Check the email I sent you.
Huh?
Huh?
You sent an email?
Never, you idiot. I hate you so much. So Fresh Prince. Oh, we were talking about Will Smith earlier, so this is a good segue. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They announced. They posted a picture. I know Will Smith posted a picture on his Instagram, but they're doing a 30-year reunion that is going to be on HBO Max. And this, talk about getting excited about something. I was very excited about this, and I think they have. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reruns on. Is it Net or is it Hulu? It's one of the Netflix or Hulu, one of the two. I can't remember. But I'm very excited about it. And the whole cast, except for the original Aunt Viv, is gonna, and Uncle Phil, of course, because he passed away, are gonna be there. And I think I heard that there's kind of squashing their beef, Will Smith and the original Aunt Viv. Like after like 30 years, they're fine. But she's still not gonna be in it. But I hear they're like getting better in their relationship. I never knew what the reason was. I always assumed it was like just about money, and I think I just never researched into it, or maybe I did and then just forgot. But apparently, the reason why they replaced her is because she felt like she wasn't getting enough like screen time. She was he's the star of the show. Like it needs to be more of like it needs to be more camera time for basically everybody. It just needs to be spread out more, or maybe she just felt she needed more screen time. I don't know, but I was like, bitch, it's called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like this is his show. So
but what about the aunt though?
I think the original Aunt Viv had storylines, had a job, was developed, was pregnant, had and basically when they replaced her, they made this character no longer work, no longer have their own storylines, just kind of,
there.
Just there. So I don't understand where the struggle is, because it seems like, or maybe it was a thing where it's like, oh, well, we giving you this, you don't want that. But then the next time they come around here, they ain't get nothing. They get one episode where they go over Aunt Helen's house and that's it.
Helen's house. She just ruined it for all the other Aunt Vivs that came down. To me it was like, why? Like she was so great in that role. Like, and it didn't matter how many lines she had per episode. I don't even recall her being starved of lines because I enjoyed her so much, and she was so talented. But also, I didn't know who she was before that show, and I don't think she's done much otherwise after that. So to me, it was like, that seemed like just such a great job that why would you fuck that up? And egos, man, I know people that I don't know, and I know people that have fucked up so many jobs because their egos got in the way. And that's unfortunate because I loved her so much. She was so great.
You were around before The Fresh Prince?
No.
I didn't know who she was till I didn't know a lot. I was 2 when it came out, so I was learning everything from The Fresh Prince, But
well, no, I was a full-blown.
I don't even know who these people are. They're not on Sesame Street. Who are these people? They're not even puppets.
I was a full-blown person by the time Fresh Prince came on. So yes,
okay.
I had previous knowledge of other shows. Now, granted, I'm sure she did some shit that I didn't know about, but again, she wasn't like on a hit show like that, that she became a household name. And so to me, it's like, well, I wouldn't let anything fuck that up. You could abuse me on set. You could not feed me. And I would have been like, I'm going to wait this out. But
like, yo, that's little boy from Silver Spoons. Okay.
His name was Ricky Schroeder.
That's Shredder. Okay.
From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Parents just don't understand. All right. That's the little girl from Eddie Murphy Raw. But who is this lady just coming in here?
That I have never heard of before. Making these ridiculous demands.
Hilarious.
I did know that was Alfonso Ribeiro from Silver Spoons. And I knew who Fresh Prince was, obviously, because he had a hip-hop career. Well, I wouldn't call that hip-hop. What would you call the music that he did? Because it wasn't really rap.
What? Don't do that. Don't disrespect the GOATs. Don't do that. It was kind of ordinary. It's kind of extraordinary, just out of the ordinary. Let me bust his commentary. A literary genius. Come on, man. Yo, he had bars. We'll have bars.
He had Summertime.
He carved his own lane.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He carved the lane that wasn't there. Like rap was a free-for-all.
For sure.
You know, he carved a lane. And that lane, he's still riding that way.
I agree with that. But that's why I'm like, to me, it wasn't like traditional hip-hop. It wasn't traditional rap. So that's why I was like, what do we call what he did? Because it was kind of like, it crossed over into this pop kind of version of, it was more like hip-hop. You see what I'm saying? Like it was, especially with his album where he had the Men in Black and the Miami, that was like,
that's later. That's Will.
You can't call that.
That's Millennium.
That's Will Smith. But the Fresh Prince is different. I feel like Fresh Prince is it's just that was the most palatable to pop sensibilities. Yes, but
that's what I'm saying.
It was still what I'm saying. It was still rap. It was still, you know, it was still DJ Jazzy Jeff cutting the records up. It was still like it didn't sound like pop. There weren't, you know, there weren't guitars and keys and stuff. Like,
even his parents just don't understand, though. That was like pop. Nightmare, what was it? Nightmare in my neighborhood, whatever that was.
On my street.
On my street.
I feel like his whole thing was, I'm a dude that is putting myself in the movies. So parents just don't understand is like, oh, what if I was in risky business? You know what I'm saying? Nightmare on My Street is like, what if I was in, you know, Freddy Krueger? And to a kid who don't see themselves in those type of things, it was dope to see somebody put them, you know, like take over and put themselves in that situation, you know?
For sure. I'm not saying that wasn't innovative and brilliant. What I'm saying is, I think it's a different version of it. I think it was inspired by hip hop, but because it was so different that it brought nuance to hip hop in a way that it had never been before.
In Tupac Resurrection, there's a video of Tupac and Jada Pinkett dancing to Parents Just Don't Understand, making a music video in the mall. Therefore, without Fresh Prince, how do we even get Tupac?
We don't. We don't. He doesn't exist. And didn't Will Smith admit that he was jealous of Tupac, like just recently? Because because of his relationship with Jada Pinkett, I think he just came out and said that not that long ago.
I'm just saying, you know, Will Running Man so that Tupac could fly.
I had Big Willie Style and Millennium as a adolescent, and those were awesome albums to me.
I believe you.
I had Millennium
pre-discovering Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I had Big Willie Style, and one day in high school, someone stole all my CDs out of my CD book except for Millennium. So they let me keep that. And I was appreciative. Strictness is a banger, okay?
Yeah.
That's when you realize, like, oh. This CD might be trash.
They took like burnt CDs. They didn't even know what was on it. But like, I'm gonna try this out.
Cool Mix 3.
If Will Smith came out with a new rap album, would you buy it?
Oh, we in the streaming ages. I'm streaming it. I'm listening to it.
You're gonna stream it? Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna listen to it.
He was on a song recently, and his verse was actually
what song?
Fire.
What song was it?
I'll send it to you guys after because I have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm curious.
A remix of Icon by Jaden Smith.
Oh, he was on that?
He made his own remix. I don't think it was authorized. I think Jaden was probably pissed.
I don't think it was authorized.
I think Jaden was like, he ain't had to jump on my track, Dad.
He's like, Dad, damn it, Dad, can I have my own stuff?
I don't want my parents on my track.
No, I get that.
It was on Joyner Lucas.
Oh, they did a remix because Joyner Lucas did a song about Will Smith.
Yeah, and Will Smith did a verse, and it's pretty fire.
Will Smith's verse?
Yeah.
Okay,
you need to stop trying him like he wasn't out here rapping for real. He really had a grind like he was in high school, but then he had to like go and do shows at little hole in the wall places and everything, just like our grind. Like,
I'm not taking it away from him. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I said he took it in a different direction that wasn't classical hip hop.
You said it wasn't real, Candice.
What the hell is classical hip hop?
I meant to say classic.
Like,
not classical.
We found out Beethoven was black like a couple months ago. Now we got classical hip hop.
I feel like we may have invented something.
He came out in '89. Rapper's Delight came out in '79. Like he in the classic era.
But I'm telling you, it didn't have a classic feel. You know, it was different than the other hip hop. You said that.
But okay, Outkast is different. That don't mean they not hip hop.
I didn't say it wasn't hip hop. I said it's a different version of hip hop. You not listening.
Tell me you don't get a warm feeling in your chest when you hear Summertime.
It's great.
Summertime is incredible.
Summertime is still a banger. Like, it's great. It's fantastic.
That's rap.
Neither one of you are listening to what I'm saying. Is it because I have a vagina? I said that it is rap, but there's nuance to it that nobody else was doing before at that time.
But
is that true or not? Did it sound like the other rap that was out there, or did it have a different feel to it?
But you have a vagina though. But it was
okay.
rap.
I read an article that takes "Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble" by Will Smith, by Fresh Prince, and it takes "A Bitch Is a Bitch" by Eazy-E, and together they're very similar. Matter of fact, Eazy-E talks about throwing a girl in the trash can. Fresh Prince talks about hitting a girl with a harpoon, which is way worse. So actually, if you think about it, the Fresh Prince was way more gangster than Eazy-E. Just if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? I don't condone violence against women, you know. So I was in shock both times. I gasped, when I heard both records, but I'm just saying.
I hate both of you. If I had a harpoon right now, I would shoot my laptop so that I could just end this right now, this foolishness.
Harpoon hard to rhyme with, too. That's how you know he was nice. You know what I'm saying?
You know he gets made fun of. He gets made fun of regularly for being a corny rapper, and you know that. So don't act like I'm the first person that said this shit. You just said someone stole all your CDs and left Will Smith's CD behind because he said he felt the same way I felt.
They were a thief. They lack morals. We're gonna go off the taste of a thief.
Yes.
And they were in a rush. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be fast. They just might not have made it to the Will Smith page.
You're gonna say, so maybe it was an accident that he left Millennium behind.
It might have got stuck a little bit.
Stuck in the plastic sleeve.
Yeah, this is a CD book, you know.
Maybe he was nervous and his hands were sweaty and he couldn't get a grip.
Come on.
it was alphabetized. He could only make it to R. You know.
He might have already had Millennium. I don't have all this other stuff, but I got that at the house. You know what I'm saying? Best believe it went platinum.
Yeah.
Making excuses for the guy.
I don't need 2 copies.
That's actually, Rob, you should do that that's funny, like making excuses because it hurt your feelings that he left it, so it made you think you had bad taste in rap. So like you started making excuses for the guy and all the reasons why he left it. That's funny as fuck. All right. Oh, well, I did want to ask I know you were a baby, and Mal, you probably didn't watch Fresh Prince because you didn't have a childhood.
Wow.
Did you guys have favorite episodes of Fresh Prince?
The basketball game one.
Which one was that?
Where Georgetown's coming to recruit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you got to win this one game to go to college.
This one game. All righty on this one game.
And was it a talent show, the dance one where he fucking spins Carlton across the room?
They were in Vegas and they ran out of money.
Yeah.
And then they had to do the
this one.
Like that one.
Bop,
yeah.
bop, bop,
bop, yeah.
Yeah.
When he's like,
yeah.
Get your ass back.
Somebody on TikTok did the scene where they was dancing behind Ashley when she was singing Make Up Your Mind.
Oh,
and they did it like all the way through. And I was just like, oh, if I had people around to do stuff with, that would be so much fun. I was grounded when the episode where Will got shot. I got in trouble that night. And my sister described it to me. We little kids. So she described it to me. And I'm thinking that it's the most horrific thing you've ever seen in your life. Because it's just like, my sister's like, oh my God, like I can't believe they showed that on TV. Like, Will got shot. I was like, what? Like, it's literally just like a gun, like a hand holding a gun, and then it fires, and then it like goes to commercial, and then, yeah. Oh my God. I thought like he was bleeding. I thought it was like when Ricky died in like Boys in the Hood.
He's like doing the zigzag run.
On a sitcom. Like the audience, like people dropping stuff. Like I just thought the most horrific thing ever. Cause she's like, yeah, you're not gonna believe this. You would have saw it, but you were being bad. But Will Smith got shot. Maybe you could have stopped it, but Will Smith got shot.
Oh.
The show is over.
Oh my God. I forgot about that. I forgot about that was one of the things I loved about that show so much though, is that they did have those heavier episodes. Like they would go deep on some of them. It's like, oh man, that's such a good story. My favorite, well, I have a few favorites, but one of my favorites is the one where Ashley got bullied by another girl in her school, and the parents had to come over to Uncle Phil's house, and he gets into an argument with the other girl's dad.
Yeah.
And they start insulting one another, and the dad says back to Uncle Phil, I think you have me confused with your mama. Oh, that episode, and of course the episode where Will's father, Ben Vereen, comes. He's not in his life, he's been raised by his uncle and his aunt, and then his dad, who's been in and out of his life most of his life, shows up finally, and then gets him excited, thinking he's gonna take him on a trip with him, and then backs out at the last minute after Will has his suitcases packed and everything, and he's ready to go, and then the father doesn't have the heart to tell Will, so Uncle Phil has to tell him, and he then just starts crying, why doesn't my dad want me? And I think then that's when a lot of people think that's when people casting movies were like, oh, he's got range, and they could see him doing other things, more serious roles. They started taking him seriously as an actor.
That was a big Uncle Phil scene.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
James, what's it? James Avery? Yeah. Yeah. He was great.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start crying. How much? Oh, we've got about 10, 12 minutes left. I'm gonna skip that because I don't care. Did either of you guys watch the Brandy versus Monica?
I haven't seen any of the verses.
I've watched every verses.
Okay, well, first,
from the beginning.
I do catch clips of Afion making fun of them, and
yeah,
those are pretty entertaining.
I mean, I tried to watch the Teddy Riley babyface one, which I think a lot of people did, but couldn't quite, having so many technical difficulties. But thank God that happened, because I think that helped spread the word about verses. Like, through that, accidentally, like, people just clowning it just brought so much attention to it. So thank you for that, Teddy Riley, and your old head not knowing how to work technology. Which one has been your favorite, Rob?
My favorite, I think Jadakiss and Fabulous, just because Jadakiss got drunk and I would have never seen what that was like. And it was so funny. He was just like, all right, you do your songs, I do my songs, and then we gotta go home because niggas is drunk. And it's like, you are the niggas. You are the one that's drunk. Like, what is happening? And also, he never gets his flowers. Like, I feel like Jadakiss never gets his due. So it was cool to like just see like, yeah, he could go 20, he could go way more.
Yeah.
You know, wrote some stuff for Bad Boy and like had his own songs, had stuff with the Locks, D Block. So
for sure, yeah.
Cool.
And Mal, you said you haven't seen any?
I haven't seen any. Rob,
did you think you watched the Monica versus Brandy? Who do you think won that? Who do you think won that one?
My scorecard, I had Monica winning 7-6-7, 7 ties. Most times when songs from 94 went against songs from 95, it was a tie for me, for the most part. Like the Monica first album versus Brandy first album, most of those was a tie. The Baby with the remix, that one got a point, but other than that, but I kept getting into arguments with close. Brandy fans because there are a lot of people who are Brandy fans who feel like Brandy is Moesha. They think Brandy is Cinderella. They think Brandy is this sweet person who would never say anything shady, who would never mean anything other than what she says. And it's like, no, she has got y'all. Like, I feel like the shade was equal, but people were taking away different things because of their perception. They were like, no, this is Diana Ross's daughter. And like, no, that was a movie.
That's not real. It's not real. See, I think that's interesting and I agree. But I did feel there was like some weird energy like going on between the two. Well, you know, I don't know, Mal, you know, but they had this is like, I think the first time they've been together like publicly, because they had this huge feud. And do you know the reason why, Rob? I had never heard what it was about.
I remember, but I feel like a lot of it was record company motivated. Because they did the song "The Boy Is Mine." The Boy Is Mine.
The Boy Is Mine. The Boy Is Mine. The Boy Is Mine.
Rodney Jerkins song.
Yeah.
That he did a lot of Brandy songs, and Monica's album was called "The Boy Is Mine." So it's like the title track on Monica's album, but so there were times where she was forced or encouraged to perform this song by herself. Without Brandy. I think there was one time maybe Letterman or like one of the late night shows she performed it without Brandy. And that was the first that I heard of the feud. That's in the 90s.
So long ago.
And so now, but I feel like so much of that is Clive Davis. So much of that is just like her record company and like different people being like, this is a hit. This is going to sell, instead of, it kind of sucks that was their record together, was them literally being against each other in the record, like,
right.
There's so many other songs that they could have done together where, you know, it wouldn't have pitted them against each other.
Right. And that's interesting because I was watching the verses. I assumed because there was a point, I don't know if you noticed it, where Brandy said, when they were about to sing The Boy Is Mine, where Brandy said, I basically picked Monica to sing this song with me because I was so impressed by her vocals and her talent. So to me, it sounded like it was Brandy's song first, and she chose Monica to sing on it. So I don't know if that was shade or if that was truth, but she also performed the song The Boy Is Mine, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It may be longer than that ago. I'm not 100% sure, where she performed it live and sang and said the line, that song is mine. Like she said that song is mine.
Oh, at the Soul Train Awards.
Is that where she did that?
Yeah, because it was a whole thing. They both have this whole thing about who is more obsessed with Whitney Houston. Who did Whitney Houston love more? And it's kind of crazy because like they both have videos and they both have, you know, Brandy was in Cinderella, but then like I watched this, I went on a deep dive. I watched this documentary Monica produced about herself.
Oh, where's this?
It's on YouTube. It's great. And she talked about sneaking to meet Whitney Houston. She got these pictures with Whitney Houston from like 92. So it's like, ooh, like, yeah, I've been met Whitney Houston, you know. It's crazy, but it's kind of sad because they're two people, they had the same goals, they were so motivated, so young, you know, clearly when they were 10, they were on the same path. When they were 13, they were on the same path. And then they come out with albums at 16 years old.
Yeah.
And it's like they have so much in common.
Yeah.
And they are pitted against each other. And it kind of sucks, you know?
Yeah. I heard, I think it was Dallas Austin who said that Monica punched Brandy before one of their performances. Like before like the VMAs or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, I've seen somebody posted a performance and you could tell something happened because they're looking at each other like, all right, well, I'm about to outsing you because you got hands. You might have snuck one in on me.
But vocally,
she's la la la
around the throat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tuned in for that mainly to be like, just so I could be that Michael Jackson gif, the popcorn. I want to see what's going to happen. But yeah, you could definitely see that there was tension. I love both their albums. And what's funny to me is, or both their catalogs, but what's funny to me is that for some reason, Monica's shit, you forgot like that she had so many hits. Like when she went and started playing all of her songs, I was like, oh shit, I forgot that was a Monica. Like I forgot. But Brandy, I think it's because I've always liked Brandy's voice better. To me, her voice is more unique. So I've always leaned vocally more towards her. But it was a great, they were like neck to neck with me. And I was like, this is a really good one. But I did want them to fight. No. I was waiting for a fist. No, I'm kidding. I'm not here for, I'm happy that hopefully they squashed it. I don't know if they did or not, but Black women, we just gotta, you know, can we stick together? We have it hard enough to be at each other's throats. Yeah. Who would you guys want to see go versus? If you could see any artist go up, who would you want to watch?
I would want to see Jodeci and Boyz II Men.
Yes.
So Jodeci becomes Casey and JoJo part of, you know, they play some of those songs too, and it versus Boyz II Men. That's what I want to see. Yes.
No, I love that. While I was watching it, I was watching with a friend. And we were like, who would we want to see next? And it was more of like, I think because we were in the female R&B group, like in that headspace. So I was like, who would go up against like Keisha Cole? And then we were like, what about Ashanti? And then I think like within a week, they announced that Ashanti and Keisha Cole are going to go and do one. I was like, I manifested that.
Ashanti doesn't want to be paired up with Keisha Cole. I think Keisha Cole is down, but I think Ashanti is like, I don't know who she want to be with or what she, you know, who she thinks she should be with, but I don't think Ashanti wants the Keisha Cole smoke.
Well, who else is in that category? I don't even know who else that could be.
Yeah.
You know what I would be here for? I really want to see a Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans. I think that would be fire.
I think a Jay-Z Nas one would probably be
Oh, yes. Yes. That just made my nipples
definitely not getting that.
Yeah, no, I doubt that would happen. You
know, Faith used to sing backup for Mary J. Blige?
I think I did know that. And Puffy used to dance. I called him Puffy like it's 94.
Like you know him.
I did. He used to dance backup for Mary J. Blige. That's actually like how he started. Yeah.
What about a Pharrell Kanye West one?
In December. I don't want to see it before November 3rd.
Yeah.
before the election.
I want a conflict-free
yeah.
Kanye Pharrell versus. I don't want to be like, but you know, and then November 4th, I'll be upset again. Like, dang, I shouldn't have watched that versus.
I don't want anything interrupting Kanye's campaign. No, that would be a good one, though. That would be a really good one.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
I had to think for a second because I was like, I felt like Kanye would just destroy him. But
Pharrell has some.
Yeah, no, that's why I had to think.
Have you been in 2003?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I had to, in my head, figure out. I was like, but no, Pharrell's got some bangers. So yeah, no, I think that would be a good one. It's like
Britney Spears, "I'm a Slave for You."
That was a great song.
Justin Timberlake, "Senorita."
That was grinding.
Yeah, grind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I want though, which was I was disappointed because of the bi-versus, is that because I had never really sat down and watched one like I watched Monica and Brandy, but I wanted them to be singing. Like I didn't know they were just going to be playing the songs. Like I wanted them to perform. Because isn't that what DMX did? Like they were actually like rapping. Like I remember seeing them actually.
But they didn't have to do that. Like the verses was really just go on IG Live, you play a track, I play a track. Because it started with producers. So Swiss versus Timberland.
Yeah.
I made this song, And then it was Hit Boy and Boy Wonder. And then it was Jonte Austin and Neo. So it was a songwriter battle. So you know.
Yeah. I think go ahead.
I was just gonna say the thing Brandy and Monica was missing was the stories of the song. Like I think people were like, oh, they were being shady when they were like, I was pregnant, but it's like, yeah, that versus is kind of about telling stories. And I felt like we didn't get a lot of stories because they were just trying to get through it.
Yeah, because it was awkward. And I feel like every time Brandy was like, I wrote a poem about this. She did like a poem before like 5 of her songs. And I know Monica in her head was like,
bitch, play the fucking song.
Yeah, like we don't here for poetry. Nobody come here for haikus.
Yeah, bitch, roses are red. Play the fucking song.
All right, now before we go, I said in the email that I wanted to give Rob a quiz. We're not gonna have time to give it to Mal too. We'll do this another day on another episode.
Okay.
But I stumbled across, because again, I was looking for so many topics to talk about. I was like, there's nothing going on. So what can we fuck around and do on the podcast? And I stumbled across a quiz that tells you what decade you're really supposed to be alive in.
Ooh, all right. I know the answer to this. But
you already know? Well, we'll see if it matches up with if this quiz is accurate or not.
Okay.
What? The first thing that popped up was, do you have mold in your apartment? I'm like, what? How does this If you answer yes, you're supposed to be alive in the 20s.
Yeah.
Okay, so to you, Rob, what is the scariest natural disaster? Tornadoes? Hurricane? What is that?
Sorry, I was getting a call. I ignored it.
What's the scariest natural disaster? Tornadoes, hurricanes, lightning storms, volcanoes, or earthquakes?
Tornado. Wait, what? This is a long list. That was like ABC,
it is.
E, F, G.
Yeah, I know. It is a lot. Tornadoes, hurricanes, lightning storms, volcanoes, or earthquakes?
Where am I?
I don't know.
Because why would I be scared of a volcano if I wasn't near a volcano?
Let's say all these.
But if I'm under a volcano, then it becomes higher on my list.
Let's say all these things have a possibility of happening where you are right now.
I'm gonna say hurricane because I can't swim.
Okay. All right. What event would you want to attend? An Apple store opening, a hunting trip, a book club meeting, an intense fitness class, or a dance at the local pub? Look at Mal's face.
The playlist at the pub probably not jumping. So, you know, if they got like a jukebox and I could take over, then that's cool. But I'm probably gonna go to the book club meeting because you know, like you get to see what they saying, you get to see who read the book. Clearly, I didn't read the book. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in this club, but I would want to go see. You know, like okay, they really can interpret stuff. All right, bet.
Okay, so the book club meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I did not see that coming.
I didn't either.
That's messed up. I'm non-threatening but can't read. That's what y'all think.
I did not see that one coming.
He's never gonna do this podcast again. How do you like to be woken up in the morning? By an electric alarm clock, fireworks, your mom or spouse gently nudging you, by a rooster, or by the sun shining through your window?
Definitely not fireworks. I'm scared of fireworks.
Scared?
Yeah.
Also, who's shooting off fireworks in the morning?
Yeah. I mean, everyone is now because...
No. Woken up. That don't mean it's the morning.
Oh,
that just true. Means that, you know what I'm saying, you fell asleep.
You're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, fireworks. Oh, it's popping off. All right, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But I don't like that. I don't like that. That means stuff's going on without me.
Right.
I didn't even hear like, hey, let's go outside and light these fireworks. So I'm gonna say the sun shining.
The sun shining. That's a good way.
Yeah.
All right. And how do you feel about going to see the doctor? A, it depends on whether or not you like the doctor. B, you wish there was a virtual way to see your doctor instead of going to their office. C, accidents happen all the time, so you visit the doc regularly. D, you never visit the doctor because life is too short. This is so many. Or E, you make routine checkups at your home to avoid illnesses and diseases.
I know the virtual joint going to skew my answer, but I would feel crazy if I didn't feel like that was my answer. But yeah, but I know that's gonna put me in the TikTok generation. But
the virtual one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Watch this quiz be like 40 minutes long. Have you ever used an outhouse? A, yeah, but never again. B, only if you absolutely have to. C, gross, no. D, yeah, but you usually pee outside anyway. E, yes, it's just another bucket. And I guess we could replace maybe like porta potty for outhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, I have used a porta potty, definitely. I was gonna say define outhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have on a date too. That was really bad.
Ew.
I had to go on a date, and then like ain't nowhere to wash your hands. There's no, know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but never again. Only if you have to.
Yeah, only if I have to.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not preferable. That's emergencies only. Break glass in emergency.
You're a really weird guy if you're like, is there a porta potty available here?
The bathroom there with like functioning plumbing, but really not my style.
Is there a construction site nearby where I could go dispense of my bodily waste?
Like go with this Chipotle. What is your favorite accessory? A cowboy hat. B, a fur coat. C, undergarments. D, flip-flops. Or E, a smartphone.
How is undergarments an accessory?
Yeah.
I don't know.
My undergarments stay under. So, you know, I never wore that like see-through suit like Marcus Houston wore at the MTV Movie Awards. I never had one of those. So
Marcus Houston just married a 19-year-old, just FYI.
He's immature.
But wait. Oh yeah, he wasn't immature, huh? That was good.
I'm sorry, he's IMX. Let me use the
IMX. So stupid. He's almost 40 now. He's IMX.
Wait, what were the choices?
Cowboy hat, fur coat, undergarments, flip-flops, or smartphone?
I'm gonna go with smartphone.
Smartphone.
That's the only one that I would do.
Yeah.
What is your favorite kind of cheese? Brie, pepper jack, mozzarella, no thanks, or cheesecake?
No thanks.
You don't like cheese?
Fuck?
I don't really rock with cheese.
Because
if I do rock with cheese, no, I don't even have those problems, but it's just not my thing.
That's good. I wish I had. I mean, I don't eat cheese anymore, but I miss it. What is your ideal home? Something small with manageable, practical spaces. You are rarely home, so you just need a place to rest your head. A giant Tudor mansion or Victorian house. A custom-built home with integrated smart features connected to my smartphone, or a ranch with dozens of acres.
I'm gonna go with the first one. I don't need all that extra stuff. The more stuff you got, the more you got to maintain. You know what I'm saying? You got a huge mansion, now you got to maintain a mansion. Like, just give me what I need.
The basics.
I'll be comfortable.
All right. What is the best form of protection? A knife or sword? Fire? 911? Your hands, or a cannon?
I'm gonna go with my hands.
I knew you were gonna say that for some reason.
Cause it's the most versatile, you know? It's like, you know, karate chop, you got the punch, you know what I'm saying? You know, Three Stooges, however you want to go about it.
Yeah. I'm with that. Fire. What, you just gonna throw fire at somebody?
That's how you describe my hands. I feel like that was the same choice.
Just fire. What are you most known for? Your physique, your quick wit, your beautiful family, your fashionable style, or your unique gadgets?
I would say wit. I don't know if I would call it quick, but like, but I would say that one definitely.
All right. Yeah, this is longer than I thought. Sorry, guys. I don't want to keep you. I don't want to keep you too long. But
if you do the whole test, then that says a whole lot. Like they called somebody.
What movie would you rather watch? Anything with John Wayne? What? Anna and the King, The Last Samurai, Jurassic Park, or Back to the Future?
Okay, first off, you're not gonna disrespect John Wayne. My grandmother loves him. You know what I'm saying? Like he a movie star. You know what I mean? He is. A lot of westerns. Most of the movies he in are very similar. He could be a genre. That being said, I'm going with Back to the Future.
Yeah.
That being said, he's not my first choice.
Come on, man.
Come on. Oh, goodness.
Marty hanging out with a scientist, they going back in time to make rock and roll invented by a white man.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
The last time you were hurt, what happened? You were running and stubbed your toe, you fell off your hoverboard, paintball or a BB gun accident, or you rarely get hurt because you are stealthy and trained, or you weren't paying attention and walked into a tree.
Stubbed my toe. I don't even count those. Those don't even count as like last time. Like that's just gonna happen.
Oh, damn it.
At some point, you got to turn all the lights off. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's going down at some point.
Sometimes you you hit that last light, and then it's like, all right, toe might hit something.
As soon as people turn off the lights in Rob's room, the furniture fucking moves.
Yes.
Yeah, furniture story. I'm pitching it to Pixar. You know what I'm saying?
Furniture
story.
Furniture story.
Why can't my ottoman?
Come on.
Yeah.
So stupid. What's your favorite? I can't believe this is still going. What's your favorite animal? Panda, horse, cat, liger, or lizard?
I'm gonna go with the cat.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, horse is cool. They had a good run with Polo and everything, and like, you know, Panda. They had summer of 16. You know, Panda really had that going strong, but
Yeah.
cats just all time. You know.
What
like,
about a liger? A liger is a big cat.
Exactly. So it's like, okay, all the other cats is included in cat. Like I felt like that was the biggest umbrella.
I'll allow it. What would catch your eye? Mal, if you have to go, don't let me. You can.
How many more questions?
I don't know.
If you gotta go, just drive off. You in the car. Like, what you talking about?
That is true. If you have to go, just drive.
Yeah.
But he'll lose his connection.
Yeah.
But if you do, don't feel bad about just blacking out and leaving, because this should be over soon, but I have no idea. I didn't take this myself, so I have no idea.
I have 6 more minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in a different decade when this is over with.
For sure.
Yeah.
What would catch your eye at a yard sale? A fashionable folding fan, cheetah print pajamas, an old computer, a magazine rack, or cowboy boots?
I'm gonna go with the magazine rack. Because I have a box full of magazines that I've saved. I miss magazines. I really rock with
too. I don't know why I have them. I'm never gonna read them, but I have them.
I have a stack too that I'm never gonna read.
Mm-hmm.
What style of music? For sure. What style of music do you prefer? Opera or classical? Anything popular? Country? Rock and roll? Or techno or electronic dance? This is already racist. They don't mention it.
It's culturally biased.
For sure, yeah.
Of those choices,
they probably put hip hop under the popular umbrella.
Hey, don't put me in a box. I wasn't looking for nothing that wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with the rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite rock band?
Favorite rock band? It depends on my mood. I've been listening to a lot of Funkadelic lately. Mm-hmm. But it really depends on my mood. Mm-hmm. I rock with Queen heavy. Fred, that's my dog.
That was the correct answer.
Queen is amazing. Freddie Mercury's voice was a million.
Two, that's my album. Like, you want to hear me just, you know what I'm saying? Front to back, back to front. Yeah.
All right, guys, shut up. We have to get through this quiz.
Do we? This is mandatory.
This is mandatory. It's a mandatory quiz. Who is your favorite superhero? Batman, Iron Man, Wonder Woman, Superman, or Spider-Man?
Batman.
Yeah, no more explanation. Let's just answer.
Yeah, let's just get through.
I'm sorry for having fun. My bad.
No, you can have fun. But let's get through it. Let's get through it. What is your number one goal in life? I feel like this should be the last question. Create an artistic masterpiece, just survive, bring honor to your family, get married and have children, or invent new technology.
Creative artistic masterpiece.
Masterpiece?
100%.
Yeah, that was not the last question. How long does it take you to get ready to go out for a night on the town? You don't go anywhere, maybe an hour, 30 minutes tops, at least 2 hours, or about 10 minutes.
I'm gonna say 30 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Jesus. What is your dream job? Hunter, soldier, scientist, sheriff, or writer?
Writer.
I could have guessed that one. It's your birthday. What do you want as a present? Amazon gift card, dinner, ammo, tools, or a big party?
I'm gonna say a big party. Or this quiz will be over. Whichever comes first.
It's still another question.
My birthday is May 31st, so we'll see.
I can't believe this. Out of the following, who is your role model? Jesse James, Bill Gates, Charles Dickens, Tarzan, or Empress Maisho? I don't know who that is.
BG.
Oh God, the devil? Anyway.
He was in a commercial with Pharrell. He can't be that bad. I'm a PC like BG.
You're right. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Another question. What is your crown made of? You don't want a crown. Flowers, the bones of your enemies, jewels and gold, or it's invisible?
Jewels and gold. Shining.
I can't believe this. Where would you like to visit one day? London, I can't believe this. London, England, Tokyo, Japan, Gujarat, India, anywhere in California, or New York City?
Tokyo.
It's an awesome place.
You gotta be kidding me. How do you find out which way is north? By the sun, the street signs, a compass, your car's navigation system, or a weather crane?
A compass.
Oh my God.
A real compass, not that protractor stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm so sorry. Which is
if you're still listening to this podcast, put in the comments what your favorite question is.
Hey. This for the diehards. The diehard Rob Haze fans, they gonna learn this.
They gonna love this.
They gonna know everything about me, man. Narwhal is listening right now.
Which of the following categories do you have the most knowledge about? Growing plants and vegetables or tending to animals? Exercise or nutrition? Electricity, mechanics, and engineering? History or literature or art?
Is the last one a whole umbrella?
Yeah, literature and art. I'll say that instead of what.
Okay, yeah. History, literature, and art.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, history is separate, and then literature and art is separate.
Okay, I'm gonna say the history.
History. Oh my God. What is the best type of facial hair? Clean shaven, a mustache, mustache, beard, sideburns, which is one option. Goatee, maybe, or it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna say it doesn't matter. You want to talk about struggles?
I don't think there is an end to this. For women, which hairstyle is the best? Natural, untouched hair, pinned up curls, long hair, smooth, tight bun, or the latest trend?
Smooth, tight bun sounds cool. I think I know what they mean, but I might not. You know, like you get tricked.
They're talking about hair, not an ass, just to clarify.
No, I know, yeah. But, you know, I'm imagining chopsticks in this bun, but, you know, I feel like they not, you know?
All right. Oh, fuck. What's your favorite food? Depends what the diet trend or fad is for the year. Strawberries, blueberries, and other organic foods. Rice, pork, and cooked vegetables. Crumpets, pastries, and other sweets. Or beans, steak, and biscuits.
Beans, steaks, and biscuits rolls off the tongue. That sounds.
It does sound
like
good.
A winner. Nothing green, just straight, you know, starches.
Oh no.
Bread, meat. Mal gotta go.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, no. I mean, I feel like.
Know what decade he's
No,
from.
you gotta know what decade I'm supposed to be in.
Just text it to me.
Yeah, no. I'll let you know.
Is there a way to like flag text so that you know it's important?
What?
Yeah, the one that you sent, I'll know that it's important.
Oh, flag the text. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Mel.
Love you guys. Be safe.
Love you too.
Rob, are you good or do you have to go?
Drive safe. No, I'm good.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
This is so preposterous. What is the last thing you do at night? Exercise and shower, read a book, eat a snack and pray, check email or browse the web, or play with kids. What?
If you got kids, hopefully.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait a second.
Or if you are a kid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say browse the internet. I use the computer to the last drop.
So you can't get no more out of it.
Mm-hmm.
What is your strongest quality? Street smart, creative, book smart, attractive, or respectful?
I'm gonna say creative.
All right. What are you looking forward to? Flying cars, having a reasonable debate, watching a good movie, shooting a deer, or hanging out with your friends?
What? Wait.
Flying cars, having a reasonable debate, watching a good movie, shooting a deer, or hanging out with your friends? What
was the question?
What are you looking forward to?
Oh, okay. You know what? It would have been flying cars until 2020. Now it's just hanging out with my friends. Yeah.
We should definitely have had them by now.
You know what? We need other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem. We got our scientists focused on the wrong thing.
On the wrong thing. Fuck coronavirus. Where these flying cars at? Fuck a vaccine. Yeah. What's your hidden talent? Painting or drawing? Playing video games? Stretching your money all week long? Running or making a stiff drink?
We stretching the money longer than a week. I'm probably gonna draw. Draw is my hidden talent, maybe.
Painting or drawing. Perfect. Come on. Oh my God. This is still not over. I'm so sorry.
Next test I take is gonna be somebody that knows me a little bit. Because this test, clearly, they don't know me at all.
They don't know you at all.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Google. How dare you? They be spying on us, and this is what you come up with. Y'all be listening to my conversations. What seems the most terrifying? The internet crashing, sword fighting, Mother Nature, getting bit by a rattlesnake, or losing all of your possessions?
Sword fighting. Every sense of the word, terrifying. I'm not trying to get stabbed.
No, that sounds awful. What quality are you most drawn to in a significant other? Good with their hands, independence, supportive and protective, class and etiquette, or intelligence?
This is tough because a lot of these are very important. I would say supportive and protective.
Protective?
Yeah, with some close seconds and thirds.
There's another fucking question.
It's like, oh, you made it half time. Half the questions are answered.
Doing this for like 20 minutes.
Oh, we got 12 minutes, so I got a whole nother podcast worth of questions. All right.
You're gonna have to split this up into 2 different podcasts.
Yeah, this is a cliffhanger, isn't it?
It is. I want to say, if you want to know, we had to listen to a just separate episode.
The Patreon, y'all want to find out? Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah. Okay? I should do that in post.
Y'all gotta pay.
Yeah, okay, no.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Where are they going? We don't know. We're gonna find out together.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I might just do that because this is way too long. And I have to pee and I've got shit to do. So ridiculous. Okay, so what is your idea of exercise? Walking in the park, hunting for food, dancing in your home, fencing against the opponent, or spinning at the gym?
I'm gonna say walking in the park.
Boom. What famous dead person would you want to meet? Cleopatra, Buddha, Leonardo da Vinci, President Grover Cleveland, or Albert Einstein?
I'm gonna meet Einstein. I'm gonna try to make Einstein laugh.
Oh my God. Pick a color. Silver, purple, red, gold, black.
I'm gonna go with purple.
Me too. You win the lottery. What is the first thing you do? Pay off debt, get a new house, invest it, buy priceless art, purchase land.
Get out of debt.
Oh, I may have hit the wrong one.
That's fine. They were all cool. They were cool choices.
Okay. And I don't know if I did. I may have hit the right one. What is your ideal form of transportation? Taking a train, teleporting, riding a horse, bicycling, or walking?
Teleporting.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. What is your favorite beverage? Wine, juice, liquor, tea, or energy drinks?
Is water a choice?
No.
I'm gonna go with the wine.
Oh, what? Oh, hold on. It's telling me to sign up to see results.
No, we gotta sign up. Oh,
I know. I'm just gonna
What's your credit card number again?
I'm not paying shit. It says, here we go. Oh, I could do that without signing up, right? There was a thing beneath it. Okay. You are supposed to be in feudal Japan, which was a time period between 1185 and 1603, which involved ruling families with emperors, warlords known as shoguns, and samurai warriors. And you take pride in being healthy as well as honoring your family name.
Okay.
I respect that.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You know, I didn't even know we was going that far back. I thought it was just really, you know, since TV was invented, like, you know, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
No, they needed to have gone back that far with all those fucking questions.
That's true.
I need you to consider every fucking year since year one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I still black, or am I also, you know?
I don't know. That's a whole nother quiz that we'll have to take. That's another 7-hour quiz that we have to take on a different day. But no, so there we go. They did it. Rob, we're done. We did it.
We did it.
Thank you for being here. I'm so sorry to have kept you longer than anticipated. But you were a delightful guest. Where can everyone find you once again?
You can find me on Instagram at Rob Haze, on Twitter at Robert is the Man. I'm on Sherman Showcase on IFC and AMC. Season 2 coming eventually soon.
Right, as soon as we open back up. Yeah, watch that. Yeah, that's great because that's Diallo, right? And Bashir. Yeah, great guys. So yeah, check that out. Make sure to check that out. But the first season, were you in that one too?
On Hulu. I was on it and wrote on it.
That's great. That's great. Sherman Showcase. Watch that, guys. And check out Rob. So funny. Just go on YouTube. Search his name. You'll see his Tonight Show appearance. Comedy Central shit. Super funny. Follow him. And everyone, thank you for, if you're still here.
If you're still here, you're a trooper. You're a true fan.
You would stand if you're still here.
We need like an emoji to tell people to like send, if they made it all the way, to like emoji you never use. And then that way we know they made it this far.
Let's say, let's do the bat. Let's use the bat.
Okay, yeah. If you got the bat emoji and you put it on our stuff, then we know that we're in this exclusive club of people who made it this far into the podcast.
Wait, what?
One day I'm gonna blow up and then it's gonna be bats all over the place. You'll be like, yo, they went Beckett. We went viral.
That was 14 years ago.
Man, that was crazy.
Oh, or should we change it? Are there any Japanese emojis that someone could use? Because I think that would be more appropriate than the bat.
That would be more appropriate?
Yeah, because your time period was feudal Japan.
Okay, well.
Is there like a samurai sword emoji?
You know what? I see that's where you start to get inappropriate. I maybe the Japanese flag.
Oh yeah, but no, it said the feudal Japan. It was around the time of samurai warriors. I'm not being racist.
I don't think they got us. They do have a sword. So
they
do
have a sword. Yeah, make it a sword.
So okay, if you made it to this point, there's some people that made it to the bat point and then they like turned it off. So they're not gonna know they're gonna drop a bat.
Yeah.
But if you made it to this part, if you're a sword person, then you a real fan.
I'm gonna wet myself. I have to pee so badly.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna wet myself. That was so funny. Anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in. Again, if you have not subscribed, we're on all podcast platforms. Rate and review us on iTunes. I'm posting on YouTube now, my personal page. So go there and subscribe to watch. And tell someone about it if you haven't done that. I'm Jokes by Candice on social media. Till next time, thank you so much, Rob.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, you were delightful. Bye.